Rapids. All members are present. A list of others in attendance will be on file in the clerk's office. We'll call the meeting to order at 5:34. Item number 2, consider for approval adjustments to the city's health insurance with a Spirus plan to address the increased deductibles needed for the high deductible health plans pursuant to the IRS regulations, along with a corresponding reduction in premiums, all effective January 1st, 2024, which outlines the new deductibles, premiums, and out-of-pocket maximums as proposed. Ryan?
Thank you, sir. So you've got the information in front of you with the design, plan design and rates. You'll see that the deductibles went up those minimal amounts due to IRS regulations in order for us to maintain a HSA plan here at the city. While doing that and agreeing to that, it'll actually decrease the cost by 2%, and the employee premiums will stay as is for 2024. We're just looking for approval on that.
Questions from the committee? Comments?
Motion to approve.
There's a motion on the floor. There's a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Item number 3, consider for approval revisions to the seasonal coordinator position with Park and Rec Department to add limited hours during the fall and winter. This position shall not exceed 1,040 hours in a rolling 12-month period. Attachment coming. Ryan?
Yeah, and upon further review, it was determined attachment really wasn't needed as a revision to the job description, as it would be minor. What Park and Rec is looking for here with their increase in programming, going to much more of a year-round process, they currently have a seasonal position that primarily works almost full-time through the summer months. They would like to be able to bring that individual back throughout the year when, over like a Christmas break, a spring break, when sometimes we're having some of our activities, this individual is able to fill in and help in that same capacity as the seasonal coordinator. It would just put the caveat on it as it could not exceed 1,040 hours in that rolling 12-month calendar.
Jake?
What's the capacity of the role right now? So we're going not exceed 1040. How many hours do they put in now?
Let's see, this past summer was approximately 600. So it would be sporadic from Christmas through the spring, but again, it's that rolling 12-month calendar. So if the individual started in May, you get to next May, then this past May falls off. So you got to look at that rolling calendar. It would be obviously an increase in hours. They do have money. I should have added that. My apologies. They do have money in the budget for this position allotted for basically the 1040, as those positions are budgeted at that rate, just so we don't exceed that hourly limit. But I believe to date it was close to 500 to 600.
And this was in the budget that was tentatively approved by council.
I do not know if they put that in their budget. That would be on the Park and Rec side.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just motion this to council.
So I think what this is one, this was a position that was created when we eliminated a position, correct?
Correct. Do you want me to
Yeah.
tell
if
the
you wanna,
backstory? Okay.
Give the background and
So probably 2 years ago, we had a recreation coordinator, I believe it was called, and that was full-time. And then that individual became the recreation supervisor as full-time. We then eliminated that recreational coordinator from full-time to seasonal, and that's this position that we're referencing here tonight. That went down to seasonal. So we're looking to now just extend some of those hours back, so basically from 600 to a max of 1,000. And it wouldn't be, and again, it would primarily be over the reason for this is, our seasonal positions are basically, are labeled as April or May through the end of July. So we're looking to revise this job description because technically this position essentially termed within the Munis system as of the end of July or when that summer seasonal position closed. So there's not necessarily a position for that person to work in, even though there is work to do and hours available. We just wanted to bring it back to put that caveat in there of up to 1,000 hours. So like any seasonal could work up to that currently, like our summer help over at the city garage, they come in and they work whenever they get out of school, May, June, July, through the end of August until they go back to college. And they're working, above, as long as they stay under that 1,040 hours is what we're looking at.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna talk to Jake on this, and then I need the question answered if it was in the tentative budget that was
Sure.
approved.
Sure.
So you guys can do whatever, but it's a committee meeting, so I'll have that all answered before council.
Absolutely, and I can just do a rough ballpark of what so approximately, I'm just doing quick math, it looks like it would potentially be $6,000 if they were
Yeah.
to max out. Right now, and it wouldn't just be, I can come in today, I'm going to come in. These would be scheduled days, like, okay, Christmas break is, or let's use Thanksgiving break, for example.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's a bad one. The Christmas break, that's a week off. The kids and the programs or whatever, that individual maybe could come in. Obviously, we're closed on that Monday, Tuesday, so they'd only be able to work those 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the spring break in the following spring. So
Yeah, I'm just curious as to what they'll be doing.
sure.
So that's the
I do have the job description itself of what they do. If you wanted to look at that, it's
I just have specific questions that
sure.
I'd like to ask before I
You bet.
vote on it.
Absolutely. Okay, no problem at all.
And I think those, I know you can answer some, but I think speak to Jake about it and just see what I know the summer, right?
Yep.
So
Right.
it's like the aquatic center's
Yep.
open, there's T-ball, we got all these programs, but I'm trying to think if it'd be, going to 6 months is April to October, and just figure out what we're doing. I know it's going to be Christmas break and
Sure.
et cetera, but I'm just wondering what that time is going to be filled with.
Okay.
So I got the impression from speaking to Jake that a lot of this was going to be more of a relief clerical. So if Dawn, for example, was gone, if she's off, I don't know when she's off, but if she's off over the week of Christmas, there would be somebody to answer the phone, sell pool passes, do whatever she normally does during the week. I got the impression that that was the role that this position was going to fill going forward. So, for what it's worth. Go ahead.
Are you saying that they're getting paid $13.64 an hour right now?
No, I don't have the exact dollar amount. I thought it was close to 17.
How'd you get $6,000?
I was, like I said, I could be wrong. I was just doing just throwing numbers together. If they worked approximately 300, I'm not going with the max of 1,040, because if they worked 2 to 3 weeks, that would be 120 at, say, 17 times 120 would be 3 extra weeks of work. That would be $2,000. If you maxed them out at another 600 hours, taking them up to the 1,040, then you would end up over that probably. That should be 17 times 600. That would be $10,000. But again, I don't have the exact hours that they've worked so far.
It's in the budget, it's not going to matter.
Right.
That's what I'm wondering. If it's in there, we're just formalizing it.
Right.
If it's not, then there's more questions.
should have your microphone on when you talk. Anyway, that's all I had. Thanks.
Well, is there a motion? We should take a,
Motion to move to council, but that's what I did. Otherwise, I'm gonna abstain. I mean, my questions will be answered. My questions will be answered before then, so it would be a quick pull out and vote.
okay.
I plan on talking to Jake tonight, so.
Okay, we'll hold this over then. Item number 4 is adjournment.
So moved.
There's a motion and a second to adjourn. Meeting adjourned at 5:45.